One last very quick question is about Gareth Southgate, who you would have seen in action at Middlesbrough and now has obviously a rather big job. Did you feel, from what you saw of Southgate at Middlesbrough, that he was destined to manage at a very high level, or was it too early to tell at that stage?
I think it was too early to tell. I mean, I left pretty straightforward straight after he got the job, really. So I couldn't really see what he was going to bring to the team. But I wish him all the best. I mean, I think Sam Allardyce would have done a great job if he got the opportunity. I know the scenario of that, and he had to leave the club, and the FA got rid of him. But I think Gareth got to give him a chance. The thing about England is that it's never been a problem getting to that major tournament.
Yeah.
It's what he changes when he gets to the tournament, what mentality he can bring into the team. He knows all the youngsters. I'm sure the youngsters will get a real shot at being an England player because he knows him. He's developed a lot of the guys under 21s. But if I was a journalist, I'd be saying to Gareth, the first question is, what are you going to change in tournament football? What is going to be the difference for us getting knocked out in Iceland, to Iceland last year, and this World Cup in Russia? How are we going to get to the quarterfinals and semi-finals? And that's what he's got to try and find, the right formula to get them players ready and be confident and believe that they can win every single game, which is, it's difficult, but you've got to believe that as a player.
Yeah, and they're a good enough group to beat Iceland. My last question is, have you heard from people in the game, people chat or get a feel for how a certain tournament went? What was wrong with the mentality for an English team to lose to Iceland? What is going on at these camps? Do you hear?
I was shocked as everybody else,
Yeah.
Watching it in a bar around my area. I just couldn't believe what I was watching. I mean, we got back to 1-1. You think, you go on to win the game. And it was simple, stupid goals. I mean, we knew they had a long throw, but no one was anticipating, like I said earlier, the second ball. Bang into your back of the net. And I think that some players probably just thought they had to turn up. And I've never seen a collective unit play so poorly. Sometimes you get one or two players play poorly, but you get away with it. You've got the other 8 players, outfield players, to help you out and get you through a sticky situation. But probably not one of them players could probably walk off the end of the game and say, I've done my best.
Yeah.
I think 10 of them or 11 of them said, well, I could have done a bit better today. And in tournament football, once that happens, you're going to get knocked out. And credit to Iceland, they took advantage of that at the time, and probably is one of the biggest results in their history of football. And that's really pushed them on because, look, Iceland are qualified again for the World Cup. Sure. So, they always look back at that England game and say, what an amazing situation. But then players, again, would have to look at themselves and say, well, we didn't do our jobs on the day, whether it was the managers for not putting a point across. But I just think they froze on a big occasion, which you can't do if you're playing tournament football. Simple.